Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Turbo Talon Golf. Welcome back to the garage simulator here. My name's Shelby Iverson, and it's getting chilly in northern Utah. It's Halloween 2025. I'm gonna hit some golf balls and play some league events until my wife and I need to leave for the movie we're catching tonight. Good news is for the kiddies, we have a assortment of full-size candy bars that we're going to leave on the step. So either a lot of kids are going to be happy, or one asshole kid is going to take it all and be very happy. That ain't my call to make. I'm not their parents. I'm not the one whose job it was to teach them values and to not steal things. Anyhow, looks like at the bottom of the list we have triple bogey live. Settings don't look too bad. This is SGT, of course. Nightmare on the fairway, Course of the Dead. We already played Course of the Dead, but it's fitting for the day it is. We played it for Flying Fat Kids League, but I would have no hesitation playing it again. 6-foot gimmies, white tees are at 5,800 yards, Friday pins. Greens and fairways are normal firmness. Elevation is dead on sea level, pun intended. Stimps 11, winds calm. This one's got some sound effects in it. I've changed the ball spin validator that I used to have in this area at the top left of the lab software. I've changed it to a heat map. I know that I hit toey shots, but this just kind of proves it just during my drive up or my warm up. And it is certainly a little chilly in here. This course is pretty graphically demanding. It's got a lot going on. There's zombies and Walking Dead and all sorts of things. There's some blood rivers and some blood ponds, and it's a pretty fun little course, and it's fitting for today. It's fitting for the week of Halloween. Okay, let's see, how loud are we here? Not responsible for broken clubs or death is on the one sign on the right. Turn up the volume if you dare is on the sign on the left, or excuse me, the right. I think what's going to be scarier is seeing how drivers firing this afternoon. It's going right. Should be okay unless it bounces in that bunker. Let's crank down some graphic settings here. And then you can hit L and toggle advanced if you want. But that usually cranks the graphic settings up. Damn good shot there. See if we can get a birdie. Oh, so close. One hole closer to scratch golf, right? Need to hit about 220 yards. Looks like the screen's turned to black and white. There's your first little jump scare, I think. Much welcomed birdie. Let's hit a 9-iron here. Hopefully we don't put it in the drink. Seven feet playing 6 feet. Ooh, barely got it. Driver hole here. There's another little jump scare. Pretty decent drive there. 140 ball speed. Ain't my favorite, but it was a good shot. 150 yards to the pin. I think we can afford to go a little short. And we've got a tailwind. Let's just get the ball on the green. That was a bit fat. Let's see where it goes. Oh, get up there. Got to make this putter. We're going to lose one of those hard-earned birdies. Another little jump scare for you there. Jump scare. Alrighty, here we have some Blood River on the left. This is a 500-yard par 5. That's going right, folks. Got 300 yards to go. Let's see what happened there. Slightly over the top with just a open club face. Little open face sandwich for you. We're hitting out a rough. That's going right as well. Hopefully it's not wet. We're obviously playing the wrong hole. 112 to the pin. This is the one with the stacks of tires on the green. Ball's going to want to come off the club. Well, the lie to the left. Having a bit of trouble on this particular hole. Let's see if we can be up and near the pin in 4. All right, we saved par there. Ooh, that was pretty spooky. This is a cool course. It's a cool course, but it's only really applicable, you know, like 1 or 2 weeks out of the year. And you've got so many guys running leagues that all want to use it, I would bet. That's going in a bad direction. What do we got? Let's call it 150 out of the rough, and the ball's going to want to go in a particular direction here. It's a good thing we're aimed at the green. Toey, I think. Toey and lowy. Sneak up in there. I think we saved par again, yeah. Guys, some of these content creators are getting out of control. Out of control with the clickbait, the ads. I don't care for it. I feel like it's, I don't know. Seems like selling out to me, but I realize there's some people that this is their only income is YouTube. Good shot. I wish it would be more to the right. Probably would have drove the green. But sometimes you get tired of the ads and you get tired of them always trying to sell shit to you. We had noble intent there. Didn't quite work out. Let's do the replay there. I'm still submitting bug reports to GS Pro, but let's watch this replay. Watch the ball bounce. Real weird at the end. Doink, you see that? Just bounced off of nothing. Gets kind of old. It's going to cost me a stroke. There went one of our birdies. From what I can see on the Discord so far, you just submit something, you say something in the Discord chat, and it seems like somebody says in the chat, says, yeah, we're working on it, or that's never going to get fixed, get over it, or whatever it is they say. It's going to be way too far right. Give me a bounce. Looks like we got some porta-johns over here, emergency use only. I would not go in here if I were you, says this other one. I mean, they look like porta-johns. Yeah, that's kind of funny. This course has all kinds of weird crap like that on it. Let's see if we can save par. Should have aimed it a little higher. That ball is gone. What are we hitting out of here? Rough. Let's get out of here with our bogey. Well, we ain't even done yet. It might be a double. Guys, that's how fast a two-stroke, being up 2 strokes, can evaporate. Easy, easy peasy. That's going right as well. Looks like we're still coming slightly over the top of these golf balls. It's pretty difficult to come in to out on a with a lot of in the simulator for some reason. I haven't quite figured it out yet. The only way that I combat it here in my sim is to open or close my stance a whole bunch. That's the only thing I've figured out so far that works. Decent shot there. 45 to the pin. Let's see if we can be near there in 3. That's going to be short. All right, let's try to make it, but probably getting out of here with a Parsky. Some parsnips. 20. Ooh, short round. There's lots of paranormal activity out here. A lot of brain eating going on. 240. All right, we just want to hit right here in this general vicinity, not be too blocked out. Let's close the old stance up some more so we quit slicing the ball. On some of these holes, you'll see some strange, like, I guess it would be called lens flare, some distortion. What do we got? Buck 30 something with a tailwind. That was low. It's going to be over in that thing behind the green. Hopefully it's not OB or anything. All right, we just got to go up high. The highest lofted club I have in my set here right now is 54 degrees. We need to go, I don't know, 70 yards. I don't know where that hit, but it went over. Let's see where it hit. Where did it hit? I'm trying to figure out because everything was fine with the sim until I don't actually know where that went. I bought some pool noodles. Fun stuff. This is for Bogey and it's pretty leaky, so I'm thinking we're taking a double. Ooh, it went in. All right, we're 1 over par now. 1 over parsnips. Alpine Trader says he lost, or excuse me, he's going to the golf sim place for some practice. He lost his swing this week after playing great last weekend. I'm sorry to hear that, my friend. I also know that that's probably not the first time it's happened to you, and it probably won't be the last. Happens to me all the time. I'm a, I don't know, 19-20 handicap, and so my game's all over the place still. I hope you get her back, though. That was a little Healy 7-wood. It's on the fairway. We don't love the shot, but it's in play. It's gonna play about, I don't know, 80, let's call it 85 just for shits and grins. Golf, good old golf. Good old golf. There's another thin shot. There's another thin shot, folks. Let's chip up and over this thing. I don't know if it's got colliders or not. Ooh, that sucked. All right, guys, there's your amateur golf for the day. We were 2 strokes under par, and now we're not. You gonna get in there? Nope. 2 over. So we've lost 4 strokes. We're on hole 12. Everybody pray for Alpine Trader to get his swing back. It'll come back. It'll come back. You just got to be strong. Be patient. I wouldn't say I'm the most patient dude on the planet, but golf waits on no one. Golf does not do anything it doesn't want to do. So if we want to get smack dab in the middle of this green on the landing, we need to hit about a 130 club. Yeah, just be patient, man. One day you'll have the game of your life. You'll shoot a few strokes under your handicap, and then the next you'll shoot a 98. I don't know. I think it gets better over time. I think it stops doing it as much, but I'm not sure. That ball has lodged itself inside of a rock, it feels like. We're getting laughed at. It's none lie. This is the second time I've ever seen a none lie. I don't know what the ball's gonna do. Let's just get it up there. Oh, that wasn't too bad. That could have been a lot worse. The unfortunate part is we're looking at another bogey if I can't sink this putt. And for some reason, GS Pro thinks I'm using my 7-iron on every shot. Like quite literally on every shot. Does it have something for Game Club? Holy shit. Wrong button, wrong button. Okay, unfortunately we're about to go 3 up, I think, because putting's not really my strong suit. I'm working on it, we're getting better. Yeah, that was close. Another bogey. Alpine Trader says he has a hard time with flipping. Not really familiar with that phrase. Will you tell us what it means so that at least I can stop feeling stupid? And it won't be the first time in the last couple of weeks somebody's had to teach me a new golf phrase either. It's coming over a little bit to the right. Good bounce, but shitty lie. "65, 70 yards, a little more than that probably. This ball's gonna wanna go left. Ooh, it was way short. It's that kind of inconsistent golf that lets you know you need to do a lot more practicing. Oh! Oh, okay. No shaft lean, flips his club. Yeah, my golf coach actually used to have me line up. I don't know if you can see this, but my golf coach would have me line up neutral, right? And then like push my hands forward. Like you got your neutral where you'd probably thin the shit out of the ball if you just stayed neutral. Like if you had the grip pointed at your crotch, and then lean it forward a little so it's pointed at my thigh. And it used to be something I did automatically, but it's I kind of stopped doing it for some reason. All right, on this hole when we played it earlier, I hit like the tiniest little tree branch on that tree that you could even possibly hit, and the ball landed in that first fairway. I would really prefer to not do that again, but I think we're gonna be okay. Oh, and by the way, I'm not in the business of giving golf lessons. I just know that my swing coach was pushing that, right, hitting down on the ball with your irons thing. All right, I don't know what we did there. We were into out, but with an open club face. I wouldn't say the shot was successful, as in it landed in play, but it was offline by 50 yards. So driver's a damn hard club to hit. If I never had to hit driver, fairway wood, or a long iron for anything, I think golf would be a lot easier. But that's what separates the boys from the men, right? The ability to hit all those different shots, etc., etc. The thing I remember him, Crushin' had asked what was the biggest thing my coach taught me that I can remember, because I haven't seen him in a while, but he taught me I wanted to pretend this club face, I wanted to get it as far away from me as I could. Like a real low takeaway, and then like get this club face away from my body, right? So you're not doing like this. Like he's like, get that thing away from your body. Like, right, like you want this thing away from you. I can remember a few other things he taught me, but he had me do a lot of drills and stuff. Alpine says the sim place has TrackMan with cameras, and he's hoping it'll help. It will help, sir. I promise. If you're willing to accept what you're seeing as true, and not say like, well, I thought my swing looked better. We all did. Okay, that was a shank. How bad was it? Oh yeah, that was a straight up hosel rocket. I should have stepped off the ball and recentered. Oh, it's gonna make me take it up the poop chute here. Can I move it back to a good lie? No, I think we'll just play from here. It's the same shot, we'll play the same club. Need to probably golf more and talk less here, because that's gonna shit all over the scorecard. Ball's gonna go right or left. We should be okay. It's a tiny green. All right, there was the shot we should have hit originally. Looks a little long. Oh, don't roll down there. Another thing that kind of stinks is if you're all over the face of the club like I kind of am, your distances are never really the same. You have this big distance differentiation or spread. And you see these guys that are scoring well, they know what club hits what distance, and they're on the pin every time. But this is for double bogey, so we're taking a triple here. Let's just get it up into the thingamabobber. Almost dropped it. All right, guys, that was a pretty costly hole. You'd be happy with this score outside, but in the simulator, I wouldn't say it's quite copacetic. I'd like to be shooting around scratch in the simulator. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Got to really open up the stance here, close it, excuse me, to not go over the top. Like 90 degrees open, closed. And that was trash. Guys, it's gonna happen sometimes. But now we can't tee up anymore. Let's see, 359. See, this time it's not aiming us at the 98 mark, it's aiming us at the 320 mark. So sometimes it does aim you where you want to be aimed, sort of. Crushing It says he hits Toey a lot too. It's a love-hate relationship with me, because Toey's, if it's not a toenail, if it's actually off the shiny part of the face and not the lines, you're usually going to get some distance and your ball's going to go probably not where you want it. But when you hit it off the hosel or deep off the heel, the ball is absolutely not going where you want it. So I would almost rather be a little toey. And I think part of the reason I hit so toey is because I'm so scared of hitting hosel rockets. Although you can see that's not really panning out too much in this round. That was thin. We'll see where it goes. Not a bad shot. If you're not on the fairway or the green on the course of the dead, the ball fortunately just kind of dies in wherever it hits. I don't know how that would be if the fairways were set to firm, but I can't manipulate any of that, so 16. Uh-oh, I remember this hole. It's gonna go. Gotta pay attention to that heat map, guys. I don't use it enough. Mostly because this is a video game and I really don't give a shit, but it does help. Check the heat map of those greens. Make sure you're trying to aim for somewhere where the ball's not gonna roll off the green, if that's even an available option. Sometimes you can't help it. All right, 16's got a narrow fairway. We're up to 7 over, which is slightly embarrassing, but I've had a couple hosel rockets and a couple mishits off the tee and some shit like that, so to be expected, right? See, even that's floating a little right. It's going to hit that, hopefully, just sticks up there. We came a little over the top. You guys, I'm not a golf coach, but I can tell you over the top is usually always gonna be disastrous. If you can get to where you're consistently coming in to out, your shots are going to be a lot more predictable. They're generally going to go near where you want them to go, but it's over the top and all kinds of weird shit starts to happen. Try to keep that in to out swing path. It produces a little bit of a draw. Draws go further than fades typically do. Just there's all this bad stuff that starts to happen when you come over the top. If you watch my earlier videos, even videos from a couple of months ago, I've closed my stance up significantly. Almost like Jim Venetos does. CrushinIt's says he still has hosel rockets with wedges but nothing else. Yeah, that one I just hit with the 8-iron or whatever, that's pretty rare these days. It's usually the wedges where you're choked up or your swing's not full, something where you'd matrix, but really would like a ProTee for the face impact. I have an okay feel, but not good enough to know 100%. Yeah, I feel you. I remember when I went to the ProTee from the Unicore iMini Lite, it was obviously it was a little embarrassing because there was some stuff I thought I was doing that I wasn't. But I would hit a toenail, and the toenail does the same thing as a hosel rocket. It just goes that way, like 45 degrees away from you. And I was like, I'm hitting hosel rockets, I can't stop. And then I got the ProTee set up, and I was actually toenailing them. I wasn't hitting them off the hosel. That's thin, faded a little. That's probably going to go long. But it was funny because I swore to God I was hitting hosel rockets, but I was hitting toenails. This sport is just so crazy. Go, 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 go. Keep rolling. Ooh, that thing's picking up speed. Oh, it parked. Oh, we needed that real bad. CrushinIt says he's a natural out to in guy. It sucks trying to fix a slice fade. Yeah, dude, I feel you. I was doing some preliminary calculations, and since I started golfing last summer, I think I hit 50 to 60,000 golf balls in here. And I still, you'll just see one zing off into the ether every so often. It doesn't happen outside very much, which is nice. There's some stuff you've got to modify in the simulator. You can see we've got some lens flare going on here, but that should be somewhere in play. That was Healy. I can feel the Healy stuff off the driver now. The driver gives pretty good feedback. Ball's going to want to go left. Crushing It said he likes the baby draw I've learned to hit. Dude, I appreciate the kind words, but those are mostly an accident. Okay, the 18th green, I remember it now, is populated by some unmentionables, some creatures, some Halloween creatures. I zoomed in on a bunch of them last time I played this, so I'm not gonna do it again, but you can see there's some action down here going on. Oh boy, that was terrible. So I must have miscalculated something. 96 carry. Okay, we lost a few yards of carry, but it wasn't a good shot. Got some sound effects here. Hopefully it's not too loud for you guys. Think that's a bogey. Okay, there you go, guys. 79. There's your stats. Nothing really to write home about. Let's find us one more thing to play before Mama and I gotta leave for the movie theater. What do we got? That was triple bogey. Next in line is CrushinIt's Executive and Par 3 League. Trinity Pines with fixed issue. What the hell does that mean? Crushing It, what does that mean? Was this course glitchy or something? Now I'm scared, buddy. Let's play it anyway. Okay, it's a par 3 course. That may mean good things or bad things. 2,400 yards, 5-foot gimmies, greens are soft, fairways are normal, 11 stimp, calm wind, and the tournament, let's call it at sea level. Man, this nipple here on this boob here is itchy for some reason. Hopefully I'm not lactating. Let's see. Dun 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 dun. I should have looked at my bag mapping real quick. GS Pro is not giving me correct clubs. Oh, okay. I gotcha. Crushing It says he tried to do a 9-hole event and it screwed up. This is the full 18-hole course. That's fine. I mean, it's gonna probably be by and large disappointing anyway because I suck so bad. My short game's so bad, but we'll see what we can do here. The short game, she is no good. That was severely short. It's crazy. It's crazy, I tell you. All right, unless I hit some sort of a miracle bump and run here, we're gonna be a shot down, a shot up, whatever the bad one is. Don't make me putt. All right, it's gonna be leaking from right to left, methinks. Ooh, it's not doing anything. We might actually have a chance of putting this in the hole. Oh, bogey on the first hole. Dude, bogey on a par 3 course, bogey on a 100-yard hole is quite embarrassing, frankly. This is also a par 3, 180-yard par 3. Rut-row. We'll do the best we can, folks. That's all I can really give you. That ain't gonna do it. What actually happened there? That was 30 yards offline. Perfect shot. Slightly open club face. What do we got here? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? 33 out of a deep rough lie. We're hitting on a downhill lie too. That sucks. All right, we're probably looking at another bogey. I'm guessing we're gonna shoot, well, I mean 18 over par. I don't know what the par is on it. 54 plus 18 is 70 something. Probably shooting the 70s. What do we got here? 29, 30 feet. That's hot. Please stop. Okay, there's bogey number 2. 16 more to go. 129. 129 playing about 126, 127. +4 to beat you. Oh yeah, dude, I'm already +2. I don't think that's happening, buddy. Sometimes you're on, sometimes you're not, and today I'm not on. But I've been doing better in these events. Yeah, see, that was off by about 10 yards. So we're probably going to be looking at a rough little round here today. But unfortunately, that's how golf be sometimes. Okay, that might have been a par, but based on my putting prowess, it's going to be a bogey. We'll just aim right there because nobody gives a shit. It's a video game. Okay, there's bogey 3. We are looking to score probably about, I don't know, 18 over par here. I just am not good. My short game is not good. 130. This radio station I listen to on the work in the morning, on the way to work in the morning, it always plays a different song to open the show. And you don't know what you're going to get. It could be from any era, any genre of music. It's pretty cool. Dude, if you're only going 4 over par on an 18-hole par 3 course, that means your short game's really good, which is like, I'd say like 75% of the battle is the short game. Is that water or sand? Okay, it looked like sand for just a second there. Ball's gonna wander right. The pin positions are a bit challenging too. They're pretty far from the center. That's gonna be a mile away from the hole. Okay, if we don't get close with the lobby lob wedge, we're taking another bogey, which would tie us with crushing it after 4-5 holes. So don't drive, don't play golf like me, kids. All right, saved another par, I think. Yeah, Parsky. Parsky. Yeah, putting, Crushing It says, putting saved his behind. That is a fact, a factoid. Putting's semi-realistic in the simulator with the ProTee, but it's pretty good. That's gonna be short, I think, or right in the hole. Hell yeah. Uh, 120. Thank you, sir. Guys, I gotta just aim for the center of the green. I'm too shitty at golf. Too shitty at golf, as evidenced by this ball not going in the hole. See? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I'm pretty sure the stats showed that almost everyone that's played this has gotten a hole-in-one right there. Oh, shit. We're going to have to putt again. Might have just wasted that birdie. Yeah, god damn it. 5'8". That sucks. All right, we got her. 130. Can't believe I'm the only one that didn't hole out that hole. It's just unbelievable. .136 to the pin. We're hitting our 130 club. She's going right. These golf balls are gonna be the end of me, dude, I'm telling you. Oh shit, it's in the sand. Let's see if Bob Vokey's spirit will save us. We are not short-sighted, which is dope. We got to get out of here, though. 21. Too much, I think. Sit. What happened last time on this lie here? 6-footer. It's going to break hard. Oh, come on. Guys, you can't blame anybody for your shitty golf game except your golf clubs. It's probably not you. But what I'd suggest is every time you have a bad round, like I do, go buy a new set of golf clubs. One of them will eventually work for you. One of them will eventually work for you. All right, that's going to be a little right of the target and long. Good shot though. Yeah, guys, just keep buying golf clubs. Visit the used golf club rack at your local shop. Buy them off of eBay. Eventually you'll find what you're looking for. But don't give up. It's absolutely not you that's the problem. It's your clubs. Or your launch monitor. Or your mat. But it's not you. Don't give up. Don't give up. It's never you. I didn't bring my drinking water in here. It is 3 p.m. We got to leave for the movies in like 40 minutes. Let's see here. A buck. Let's hit a buck club here. We want to not be in the sand trap. Let's choke up on this club. These greens are not very forgiving. Like you just got to kind of throw up a prayer. Like you had too much vodka. Throw yourself up a little prayer. There we go. There was a little prayer. Crushing It says, my launch monitor reads distances shorter. That one always gets him. Sometimes I'll play devil's advocate here. Sometimes there's a disparity because you didn't go in and set up your altitude and shit correctly. But that doesn't play into anything during a round, like a tournament round. So I think what happened to me was I'm used to playing courses up here on the side of the mountain here in northern Utah that are 5,000 feet above sea level. You know, hitting 310-yard drives. And then I'll play a course like this that's 100 feet above sea level, and I'll think that I'm going to hit 310-yard drives, and I quickly figured out that that's not the way it worked. Pretty quickly. I've never blamed my launch monitor for distance. I'm sure the words have left my lips at some point in time because I'm a cynical shithead, but the distance thing took me a minute to figure out. And as your swing gets more fluid and more natural, and you're hitting the ball off the center of the club face, your distance is going to increase as well. Golf's a fun little sport. That was fat. Hopefully it stays left of the bunker. And we're going to have a hell of a putt ahead of us. Hey McLovins, welcome to the chat. Happy Halloween. I was just in here griping about how my launch monitor's not showing the correct distance for me. I'm hitting about 100 yards short of what I should be hitting on every club. I can't figure it out. This one's going to be tough. We've got to crest this bump and then go down a hill. 18, 20. So it's only going to play about 30-something feet. And it's going to leak hard once it gets over the bump. 30-something feet. That's actually hot. That might be another bogey. Way too hot. All right, we're probably looking at a bogey here. Maybe I can sneak the ball into the cup. 6 feet, maybe right there. No, that's high. Did I push that? That wasn't even close to the reed. No, it wasn't even pushed. Huh. Something must be wrong with my launch monitor. My putts are usually dead straight. Let's see here. I'm pretty sure it's my launch monitor. I'm pretty sure it's my launch monitor. McLovin says, welcome to his world, carrying 7-iron, 130 on a good day. Yeah, buddy. Welcome to the club. This is probably going to be a par. I'll see if I can sneak the ball into the cup, but you're typically not going to make 24-foot putts. Statistically, PGA Tour pros might make 1 out of 10, 1 out of 15 at this distance. That is actually, might be another bogey. Nope. .105. Not a good, I don't like this distance. Maybe I need to add another club to my bag in this distance range here. That's going right. Hopefully we can recover. Get up. Hopefully the Bogey can help us out here. Ooh, don't do that. These greens are giving me fits here. Okay, we're certainly not putting this ball in the hole, not at 8 feet. Let's try that. We're about to go 4 up, methinks. Snuck her in there. Hells yeah, boy. Happy Halloween, everybody. All something Halloween 99. Tricky spot on the green here. Of course, GS Pro's got us aimed 3 feet away from where we're at. We'll try to go about right here. And hopefully we can stay out of the water. Super towy. We might have a pretty long putt ahead of us. Not a bad shot. You can see on the heat map there, we're airing severely toward the toe. It's not severe, that's probably the wrong word. This is pretty bendy, and we're going to be going about 45 feet. Stay in the circle, stay in the circle. Whew. All right, 4 holes to go, ladies and germs. Oh no, we have a peninsula green here. Let's just get it in the center. Well, somewhere near the center, right? Park it. Sit. Shit nugget. Is there any part of this, any green here that's flat? Can we get a flat green? Please and thank you. The management. The management has requested this. 16 feet. Oh, could have used that Bogey. Let's see if we can get closer to a pin than we have been getting, because I need some birdies. All right, we got another tricky one. I can see the heat map. If you don't land correctly, you're going to roll off the front of the green. And by you, I mean me, because I'm the one hitting the golf ball. I don't want a downhill putt though either. This is a hard hole to play aggressively. Yeah, it's gonna be right. And it's gonna be, if it sticks, it's gonna be a real nasty little putt. Ooh, yeah, look at that. We need to sneak one of these putts in. It looks like it's about flat and it's a 22 footer. That's tough. Let's just put the cup on the half blind box thingamabobber there and see what happens. 23 feet. That's hot. It wanted to go in that cup. It really did. Okay, 17th hole. 150, 155 with a tailwind. Okay, I wouldn't say that was a great shot. Let's see if the Vokey can get us out of trouble. What do we do there? In to out. Sometimes in to out doesn't pay off, guys. Just like crime and drugs, sometimes they just don't pay off. Probably just bought a bogey. That'll take us to 4 over. Sometimes the Vokey puts us in the circle and sometimes it doesn't. 10 footer, little leaky. Let's try right there. That's pretty leaky. Let's try right there. Yes. Let's see if we can get us a birdie here at 18, and then I gotta go shower and get ready to go to the movies. Okay. It's good to pay attention on this one, guys. You wanna be on the pin. Crushing It says he's feeling the heat. I'm on a roll. I'm on something. I'm on crack. I do take creatine. That's fading a bit. Sit. God damn it. Why is golf so hard? When in reality, if you're 20 feet, 22 feet away from the pin on your approach shot at the golf course, you're like jumping up and down, cheering on the tee box and like doing shots and shotgunning beers on the tee box, right? This is slightly downhill. Let's just put it on the line and see what happens. Just a 22-foot putt is basically unmakeable statistically. Let's see here. We did what we could. What a god-awful round of golf. I was nowhere near the score of 70 that I was looking for, but that's okay. Shit happens. My longest drive was 0 yards. That's how bad I am at golf. Best ball speed was 0 miles an hour. That hurts. We hit 11 out of 18 greens, which is 60%. Let's go check out the SGT website. SGT, good for you. SGT, good for me. Sandbagging. Isn't there another guy with a username that's band sagging? Looks like Craig the Hammer Hutton went 1 under. Jaunty went 7 under. Golf Nut. Golf Nut's something you'd have on your license plate. And then we got beat by old what's-his-face here by 1 stroke. Crushing It is right behind us. Let's check out the net scores. I'm way down at the bottom net. What the hell? I'm a -8 in this league? What? For fuck's sake. -8. What? That can't, that can't be right. Oh, all right. Oh my God. I'm so good at golf that I'm given 8 strokes in this league. Holy granola bars. All right. There's your scorecard. We had a bunch of bogeys turn into double bogeys. We were stripped of 1 birdie here. Well, that's excellent. All right, guys. I always appreciate you tuning in. The happiest of Halloweens to you. Okay, we've got some stuff here. Great Back 9, Triple Threat says enjoy the movie. We're actually going to watch Back to the Future. It's throwback night at the theater. And I want to see if some little kid steals all of the full-size candy bars we're leaving on the porch that my wife printed this lovely little note that said, please take 1. But when you're a teenage asshole, that means please take all of these, right? Let's see here. Steven says, yeah, that's a bit off. And Steven is correct. I am a +8, -8, whatever you call it. Nowhere in the universe should I be given strokes. I'm not that good yet. I will be someday. But yeah. Guys, thanks for tuning in. Have a happy Halloween. Don't drink too much booze tonight. Or do. It's Saturday tomorrow. You can lay around, hydrate, play Xbox. But this is Turbo Talon Golf signing out. We'll see you tomorrow. It'll be November the next time we see each other. Have a good one, guys.